I honestly, and I'm being objective as I can, I cannot think of a single policy success, any policy that has benefited the American people of Joe Biden.
I'm sorry for that jump scare, y'all, but I needed you to hear the lie straight from Sean Hannity's mouth. And that is, in fact, what it is. It is a lie. And that is, frankly, me being as objective as I can be. You know, these are things you can Google. Clearly, Hannity forgot about the American Rescue Plan, you know, the program that got all of us vaccinated. He shouldn't know, though, since everyone at Fox News was required to get vaccinated. Plus, the American Rescue Plan provided stimulus checks for everyone who qualified. It meant rent relief for many, child care investments for others. And for a year, it expanded the child tax credit. It helped cut child poverty by half, thanks to extra money in folks' bank accounts. Maybe Mr. Hannity is blanking on the success of the Investment in Infrastructure and Jobs Act, also known as the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law, or you could just call it Infrastructure Week, okay? President Biden and Vice President Harris, they understood the need for it, and President Biden quickly signed it into law once it passed, and it's literally the biggest investment in infrastructure since the interstate was created. Maybe that's why Republicans wanted to take credit for it, even though many of them voted against it. The legislation is popular, and it's effective to this day. That's why those improvements in the airports are going down. According to the Brookings Institution, in 2 years, it has pumped nearly $306 billion into state coffers and direct investment projects that are improving roads and bridges across the country. Part of the plan is to overhaul our rails by creating high-speed rail systems from Washington, D.C. to Richmond and North Carolina, between California and Nevada, in the state of Colorado, and a massive hub in Chicago. This is a game changer to get Americans places faster. The infrastructure law also included additional investments in broadband or the internet or Wi-Fi for millions across the country. In Michigan alone, the program expanded internet access to 200,000 people. These projects have created thousands upon thousands of jobs already. Mr. Hannity, maybe he doesn't realize how monthly out-of-pocket insulin costs are now capped at $35. You know, the president signed the Inflation Reduction Act into law in 2022, and because of that law that the president signed, it imposed a $35 cap for Medicare recipients on insulin. And then it put pressure on drug manufacturer Eli Lilly to follow suit. There's also gun safety legislation. Now, there's still a ways to go on this, but President Biden and Vice President Harris ushered in the most significant protections that we have seen since the 1994 assault weapons ban expired. You know, guns are the #1 killer of our children. Among other things, the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act incentivized states to implement red flag laws and enhance background checks on the federal level. I could go on, y'all, I won't, but I'm just here to tell you, don't be gaslit by the likes of, you know, those folks on that other news network, News and News with Quotes, or anyone else, because you can literally look up what the Biden administration has done for yourself. And frankly, you should before you decide who to vote for next year, because the programs that benefit the American people, like you, they're definitely at stake.